Good morning, good day, hello, welcome to Hug Nation Live. I am John Halcyon Stin, and I am so pleased to be here right now. So happy to be back in San Diego, but also so grateful for the time I got to spend in Big Sur. I was there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 days. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place, beautiful people. I'll share more of that gratitude soon, but first I will allow those who are getting notifications that we're going live to pop in, to settle in, to have a moment to think of what you're grateful for so you can share it with us. I threw up on the screen a little, I found pictures of me throughout the years with different looks, from the long hair that I had before I ever went to Burning Man to the pink hair of 2005, about spiky and wearing a full head of makeup, and then kind of a little bit more mature pink hair, and then of just a few days ago. So I put it into a little loop and had AI morph it. Thought it was kind of a kick in the pants. Good morning, Annalise, and good morning, Gerbot. It is nice to be back. Yeah, I love our home, and it's really beautiful to be back. I want to show you. I'm grateful for this mug that I got. Our home is called Lovebird Landing. This is our logo, and I have this mug that's got Lisa and I on one side, and our little Lovebird Landing logo. So nice to be back in Lovebird Landing. You know what? I'm going to take off that looping video. It's a little bit much. It's a little much. Annalise says, grateful for waking up in this side of the dirt, as my late father would say. There's really something to that. You know, my parents are in their 80s, and their friends die all the time, and their whole social worlds change, as they, like the couples that they go out with once a month, there's now just one of them, and so they adjust their worlds, their lives, or the poker game that my dad's been in since high school, it's now, it doesn't really have enough people to get a good game going anymore. And just got news over the weekend of someone quite close to me that is just given a 2 months to a year terminal diagnosis or prognosis. And so really been sitting in that space of the inevitability of death. Also got to meet a bunch of adorable babies this weekend, as I got to attend 2 ceremonies as part of a day-long wedding of dear friends Chris and Moni in Big Sur. It was obviously I'm viewing things with a different lens now when I'm looking at weddings, since I have a wedding to plan. What am I going to wear? How are we going to do this? How are we going to do that? And so this is the second wedding that I've attended since being at least in the back of my mind, planning a wedding. And it's fun to see how many things I was like, ooh, I want to do it like that. Or, ooh, that was great. Or like when Chris was saying his vows, they're so good. Like really, really poetic and beautiful and deep and personal and so good. Both of theirs were so good, but I think I was more connecting with his for lots of reasons. And I had this flashing moment of like, boy, that's a high bar. Like I always thought I'd be great at this, but maybe I'm not going to be able to do that great a job. And then I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I immediately started realizing how much I've already written in terms of love notes to Lisa, and how easy it was for me to tune in and think about my feelings, and the how many new experiences, new feelings, new aspects of heart opened I have experienced through relationship with Lisa. So I'm like, oh man, I might have to, make sure that people have a place to sit in some shade, because I'm going to talk a bit when it's time for me to give my vows and speak from the altar. Welcome, Janet and Mingle. Janet says, sending love your way. Life is precious. It really is. And another thing that I had a great conversation this weekend with someone who had somewhat of a similar experience with a back injury or back pain as I did, where multiple months of just so dramatically suffering that it affects everything, and really makes it difficult to enjoy being alive. And then getting to the other side of this, his experience had to do with like some pretty profound, like, healer touching him, and this. But the point being, if you have a experience like that, or you have some terrible, like a terrible job, a terrible marriage, a terrible incarceration, a terrible injury, one of the gifts of it is on the other side. You can go, oh, okay, that is not now. I now am not in that kind of pain. I can get out of bed and make myself a cup of coffee without pain. Now, normally your thought you never give a thought to any of that as being a benefit or a gift. That's just your baseline. But if you can use a gratitude practice to touch the previous suffering, the previous struggle, you can go, oh my gosh, wow. Nothing has to happen today. And this is a great fucking day because I feel no nerve pain. Or whatever the contrast is to the struggle that you've survived and persevered through. And life, really, the preciousness of it and the opportunities of it. I think I mentioned yesterday that at one point, everyone at the wedding was given a peach soaked in rose and honey that we all ate at the same time. And Lisa said, what a gift to be in a body and have a mouth that can taste. It's like, I do not really bring that to mind enough. I love you too, Mingle. Mingle says, you're going to crush it. Your vows for Lisa are going to be sublime. And I think I got a little like nervous because I was like, this is a big picture just aspect of me, is that, like, if you told me, hey, here's a microphone, what are your vows to Lisa going to be? I think on the spot, with no preparation, I could present a solid A minus without any preparation. But I'm not sure how to get that A to an A plus. Like, I don't usually spend the extra effort to rework things to get it from an A to an A plus. And so things like wedding vows or a TEDx talk or whatever, or a video course that I keep postponing, like, I get a little nervous about like my spur of the moment insight tends to be better than most. My ability to craft something with infinite resources and time, others tend to excel. But that's neither here nor there. I'm grateful to even have that kind of challenge. Gerbot says, grateful for my health and a good night's rest. That's another one, man. If you're not sleeping, you sure remember how nice it is to feel rested. I'm having coffee today, but I also woke up at 4 o'clock this morning so that we could catch our 6 a.m. flight. But I'm grateful I fell asleep on the plane, so I'm doing great. Good morning, Julie. Julie says, grateful to see your growth. You're beautiful inside and out. Keep it up. You're an inspiration to me. Thank you, Julie. Last night, Lisa, well, all day she had, so on Sunday she led two wedding ceremonies, sang with one of the bands at the wedding, and then the next day she had practice. So we did a walkthrough of the theater that the chorus performance is going to be in Monterey, and then she worked with the soloists, and then she worked with the band, and then she led a 3-hour choir practice last night. It's like so much. But there was a moment when she was leading choir, and she was leading this song, and it's something like, I choose love, I choose acceptance, I choose na 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 na, I choose love. And I just got overwhelmed. I was like, man, this woman really does. She, day after day after day, chooses love. She works to promote love. She actively is putting a vibe and a vibration and teaching through song and through counseling and through so many ways. She is nonstop maintaining this choosing love. And I started crying and just feeling like, and this woman chose me? Like, whew. And then I started to feel this pride, like, wow, I know how much she loves me and appreciates me. And for a woman that I see in such high respect, to feel supported and strengthened by the man I am, it was an overwhelming feeling. It took me a bit to get my bearings back so I could sing again. Good morning, High Noon. Good morning, Chris. Happy Taco Tuesday. That's right. It's, through a wacky weekend and flying home this morning, it feels like a Monday to me, but it is Tuesday, which is important because I also have men's group tonight that I'm leading. We have one where kind of people rotate who leads it, but tonight I'm leading, and my theme is gratitude. Chris says, grateful for the awesome weather of late here in Northern Illinois. September is the best month. We had really gorgeous weather in Big Sur too. And although everyone was just glowing and gushing how beautiful it was and how, often it gets cold at night and there's like foggy on the shore, and it was just like sunny and beautiful. But for me, I don't love it when it's sunny and beautiful. I was way overheated most of the time. But it was certainly made for a beautiful setting. And everyone was enjoying themselves. Good morning, Heather. Heather says, I've been having trouble logging into Gratitude Group. The link from Hug Nation page isn't working. Yes, I didn't know that anybody got there through Hug Nation, because the Hug Nation page now redirects to my Life Student page, which has a broken link on it. The general link that I tell people should be zoom.hugnation.com. And maybe I'll just test that right now because I got a message about this, zoom.hugnation.com. Oh, so okay, so let me try now.hugnation.com. Okay, yeah, I'll have to fix that. They're my fucking host. DreamHost used to be so great, but I'm so embedded in them now. Yeah, I will work on that as soon as I'm offline here. Thank you, Heather, for letting me know. And if you want to send me an email at john@stin.net, if you can't get in a few hours, let me know and I will make sure to follow up with you. Chris said, I went to a racing venue this past weekend in Wisconsin. I'm so grateful the porta potties were spotless compared to the overflowing ones at Burning Man a few weeks ago. What a crapper cone observation. Good morning, Dustin. Dustin says, my father-in-law had a heart attack and a quadruple bypass while I was at Burning Man. Whew. Family didn't tell me. That part was rough, but I'm grateful that I will fly to San Diego tomorrow to visit him for a few days. I'm even more grateful that the doctor said he will be in excellent health after a bit of recovery and some minor changes in his diet. Whew. Thinking healing thoughts for your father-in-law. I actually have another, not a close friend, but a friend that I've known through the years. I think he's younger than me, and he's getting bypass heart surgery today, which is sobering. So thinking healing thoughts and so much gratitude for these skilled doctors and surgeons taking care of our loved ones and each of us. Good morning, Kiri. Kiri says, I am grateful for all the ways I become more me every day through all the experiences I have. And I'm grateful I have a date tonight. Those two go great together. I think dating is so much more successful and so much more productive the more you can show up as more you. Sometimes I think about the way that Lisa and I, connected in our 50s, and how, of course, my past relationships never, I don't know what the right word is, developed to the levels of my current relationship because I wasn't me enough until now. Have a blast tonight, Kiri. I could even maybe while I'm here, I'll see if I can. How about this? We'll do a hug, and then if you'd like to stick around, I will work on getting getting the login or the links fixed. I'll do it ASAP. Okay, but last minute gratitude. Anyone want to share? Oh, I'm grateful for this necklace. Sophia made this, who is turning 4 this week, I think, or next week. And she made me this just stunning beaded necklace. Although I did this section. It's kind of obvious. This section is way advanced. So that's definitely my handiwork right there. But the rest of this, so I'm grateful and proud to be wearing Sophia's art on me. And with that, wherever you are, I encourage you to join me in a hug of intention as you hold yourselves. Let your arms be representative of all of us. And we hold you, you hold us. We sink into this embrace beyond the physical, letting the me surrender into a we. A we in the W-E, us sense, not in the we all the way home sense, although whatever resonates with you. So as we are all holding one another in this moment, let's take a deep breath in and squeeze. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and all of you love ambassadors, all that have ever come through this space and felt that connection to this compassionate, kind, loving, gifting versions of themselves. Thanks for all being a part of this. High Noon says, I am grateful for trying my best and knowing that failure is part of the process. Observing and loving those parts of me is a part of the going through. Yes. Mingle quoting me says, I wasn't me enough. That's powerful. I'm grateful for that phrase. I'm going to chew on that. And as I said it out loud, I'm like, it wasn't me enough. But I think maybe I would clarify that more in the roomy sense of I hadn't removed enough of the obstacles to allowing divinity to flow through, and the meanness, the too much of ego me was there and not enough of divine me was there, because it's the ego me that gets caught up in conflict and defensiveness and judgment and things like that. Thank you, Annalise. Thank you, High Noon. All right, I'm gonna just go to my manage. I'm in my host section here. See, why does this keep? Oh, I wonder. No, this shouldn't have made a difference. Let me try this up. Okay. If I do zoom.hugnation, is that gonna fix it? Let's try. There's Zoom. Wait, DNS only. Should be a transfer. What? All right, let's see how this goes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. These people really, they let me down, didn't they? Okay, this is why this isn't working. Oh, actually, if Kiri, if you're still here, do you still have the full Zoom link available? I can probably find it through Zoom, but it's been deleted off of one of my things. If I go here. So if you're just joining us, I'm trying to fix the links to our gratitude circles. And because it's such an old room, nope, that's not going to work. Oh boy. Previous. Oh, maybe previous. Maybe it'll be, no. Only meetings at selected time range. Okay, let's try 10. Oh my gosh. This is going to be difficult. Like, when did we start this? In 2021? Oh, are you serious? Wow, this really, this, how can I work backwards? Let's see. Oh, maybe if I go to like, what's it called? Wow, I can't believe they're doing this to me. Okay. Oh, okay. Wait. Link is in the Telegram chat. Okay, great. All right, I can access that, I think. Let's see. Can I? Can I do it from here? Not from here, but I can from my phone. Okay. September 15th, September. Aha, here we go. All right, let's see. Copy. Okay, so this is gonna go to. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this went as screwy as I thought it was going to. Oh no, not that. Ay. Redirect domain. Okay. This is gonna be. Oh boy. Okay, so that went to. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, I know what I can do. Look. There we go. Okay. This is propagating and redirecting. Let's see if, oh, now I gotta give it a security. Let's see if I can do that. All right, well, thank you, Gerbot, for the link. Gonna see, it's giving me a menu bar, 30%, 40%. Let me see if I can keep making this work. And now I gotta figure out what else got broken. So what happened was I realized that the old hugnation.com page was this static page that, and I was like, I'm not sure if I should be sending people there. And so then I'm like, well, if I send everyone to Life Student, it's got all the Hug Nation links on it because I have the Hug Nation links are all subdomains. And so I redirected the main Hug Nation link to go to Life Student. And somehow it deleted all the subdomains that were underneath or Hug Nation. So like zoom.hugnation. Oh, that means zoom2.hugnation doesn't work anymore? Oh, goodness. Okay. I got work to do. All right, let's see. Zoom.hugnation. Let's... Security. Let's give it a secure certificate. Thank you, Katrina. I appreciate it. It's meaningful to hear. I was just a moment ago talking about how I've just been so impressed by my partner recently, and she packs her days with service, and I was starting to feel a little like, man, well, I know I'm a really good partner, but she shows up in the world in a way that's way more robust than me. And almost all the time, I'm just like, oh, she's so amazing. How can I support her? And every once in a while I go, I should be doing more. But that's not a healthy thought. And I don't think it's not a good energy to be like, I should be doing more. I think there can be the thought of, I would feel happier, or I would feel more fulfilled, or I would have more joy if I did more. So maybe I will tap into that. Oh, Michael says, I'm thankful I'm able to love myself today. Hooray! Huzzah! I'm grateful to hear that. Katrina says, first time. Well, good morning. I generally go live every day at 9. I'm still online live. Sometimes I go 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how much coffee I drink and other things. But I found that, okay, let's go. That there was notified during the live broadcast that some of the links to our daily gratitude circles, which are always welcome to join. Zoom 2. Okay, that's in the process. Let's go to now. Now.hugnation. There is no now.hugnation. Oh, there it is. Okay, so that's encrypted. All right, that's good. Okay, so just trying to get the link set up, and thought I'd do it live because there were people that were here live saying they were helping troubleshoot. So I'm going to see what happens if I do zoom.hugnation.com. If I type it in now. Nope, still not working. So still propagating, or whatever it said. Oh, it says it could take a few hours. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to finish up this broadcast and say, wonderful to see you for the first time, or the 1,000th time, since we've been doing this for years every morning. And I look forward to seeing you soon, whenever that is. Today's Tuesday. I should be here tomorrow and indefinitely, but I did just come back from vacation, so thanks for your patience and understanding as I have kind of made the agreement to practice immediacy is a priority. So where I was staying in Big Sur, there's really no self-service. There's some Wi-Fi, but I did do one broadcast from up there, but my priority, especially when I'm traveling, is to be present for whatever the adventure is. And it means a lot to my ability to find pure joy in this commitment, knowing that there is understanding that I don't have to be here. Same true with the gratitude circles that every day. And if you would like to attend one of the gratitude circles, they're every day, noon and 6 p.m. Pacific. I am generally only attending the noon one now. It's free. And the link is propagating right now, but if you're curious and would like to go, shoot me a note or a message or an IM, and I'll make sure that you have the updated working links as soon as they are functioning in the next hour or so. But we'll be back online in Zoom at noon, which is 9:30, 10:30, 2.5 hours. Oh, you know what? I'm going to put back on the screen what I had on earlier, because it's ridiculous, and I think if you've been hanging this long, you deserve a little ridiculousness. I was just playing with some old photos of myself and morphing it with new technology. Look at that old man. I think I was going to write something about how, like, hey, you youngster, who's judging that white bearded old man. Wait, loop, you, damn you, loop. Okay, Katrina, you can email me, or you can share it here if you want to do it publicly, but you can email me at john@stin.net. I'm not sure if this will, that may or may not go to where you're seeing me, or you can send me a direct message on Facebook, and I'll reply to that as well. Is it still not looping? Come on now, loop. Oh, I see. There we go. I was going to think of writing something about, hey, you young, hip, cool person that's looking upon this white-haired, older dude with your judgments and your assumptions about how they don't understand or their fuddy-duddiness. And I go, guess what? I used to be you. But, you know, you never know what someone's journey looked like. And this fuddy-duddy old man very well could have been wild in ways that you can't imagine. And like I think that if you people that saw me in the airport today, I probably look like a guy who meditates all the time, and I don't know what I look like now actually, but I've seen some things. I've done some things. Okay, so I haven't really figured out the full tone of that writing piece, but that's the gist of it. All right. What's that sound? Huh. All right. Unknown sound from the computer. Have a beautiful day. I love you. I'm here every day. Hope to see you soon. Send me a message and also lifestudent.com gets you to all my stuff, the broadcasts, the multiple podcasts that I do, t-shirt store, free sticker, all that stuff. Okay.